yours truly. Mm. Mm. I got fired. Did you get fired today? It felt different today. The day felt different today. I don't know if it's the lack of humidity or something, but I said to my wife, I was like, today feels different, right? Today does feel different. And what do you know? It's not even 8 o'clock, and boom, your boy gets fired now. I say, boom, your boy gets fired now. He done got fired because he wasn't going to go along with some lunacy about. It's really what it is. I hate to break it to the world, but Travis may be getting better, healthier of mind, spirit, heart. And when something doesn't jive, it really just doesn't jive. And I can either lay down and force a square peg into a round hole, so I look busy all the time. Because that's what they love. That's what these places love. They love looking at you, looking all busy like and shit. You crack a smile or you make a little bit more than you should, and they will strike you down. That's everywhere, right? Like, what job do you get to actually have fun at and get paid for that? I mean, I guess it's the job that is of your passion, right? That's what they say. But I know a lot of people whose jobs are their passion, and they ain't happy either, too, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So listen, I just got fired. Like, I just got over, like, we just did the email thing. And, it's that friendly but shitty, um, uh, it's okay. It's okay. I guess. I guess it's just if something just ain't sticking, it ain't gonna stick. No matter how many different types of glue you can come up with, uh, some things just ain't sticking. And I wonder when something doesn't stick, does that mean, right? I think we talked about this. We talked about this. How annoying is that expression? Uh, but we can say we. I can say we, right? I can say we. I am gonna say we. Damn it. Um, we were talking about, that if you keep going down certain roads and they keep roadblocks. I don't want to do any metaphors. It's like almost 8 o'clock in the evening. Metaphors or like before noon and maybe around like 3 during that biorhythmic dip. Uh, yeah, look. I mean, I have other jobs, but this was the job I wanted. But that's the thing. It could be. I'm halfway through my life. It could be life's way of telling me, will you stop doing? Will you stop trying to go for this job? Like waiting for this job, or like it being like the thing to you? Because maybe it the fuck isn't. You know. But a man's gotta make money. So what am I to do? I still need to make money. How about you? I turned on a candle for us, and I packed a little bowl. 'Cause you gotta celebrate, right? When you get fired, you gotta put a a cherry on top. Okay. So I'm no metaphors, no similes, no. What else do we have? What else are in those things there? In that English class of ours. I just can't do it. Just can't do it. That's all right. The less flowery my talk gets, the damn well better. Okay, so I can't even construct sentences in a linear fashion. But I said linear fashion, and I think kudos to me for that. Listen, I'm a little scatterbrained. I wasn't even thinking about doing a podcast, but to be honest, when I got the axe, the digital axe, I immediately thought, you know what, this is for us, you know, and I need this. I do. In some ways, I think this is even more important than therapy. Really, I think. 13th episode. What? It's the 13th episode, and it's the one called Fired. None too fucking shabby, look at us. So honestly, I have no idea what to talk about this, but it's just interesting to kind of be nowhere, right? Because I was unemployed for at least a month or so, and you may be going, that's not that long, but I haven't been like without work for many years, and then I got this gig, and then also some other work started coming my way, little bits here and there, and so I thought I was on a new what is it called, trajectory, a new. I'm not gonna say path. Um, I thought, I was on the up and up. I was on the up and up. I thought I was on the up and up, and then before 8 p.m. on a Tuesday evening, the axe, the s- the sickle, right? The sickle, the occupational sickle, came right down on my neck, and I was kind. I was kind. I expressed my disagreement with with the direction they wanted to go in. Actually, I'm pretty scared. But what do we do, right? We wish the people who uh, don't want the best for us the best, right? We still go. I mean, I expressed my like, I'm scared that you guys this, and I'm this, and then that, and uh, and then I also had to put a PS. Have you ever put a PS in a firing situation? Because I was like, when I got fired, it was just a list of all the things that because I'm doing something a certain way, it affects Rexton affects it affects X, Y, and Z, A, B, and C, right? And I'm going, well, listen, uh, that's cool, but what did you think of the work? And I thought that was very telling about who I was working for. That after working for them for a few weeks now, that I have yet to get one note back about the quality of my work. It was all just like what was like going wrong, which had nothing to do with the work itself. And that's very telling, right? When somebody's so concentrated on what doesn't, or what could be changed, whatever the case, it's the same problem in this business that I'm in that is not going to be solved because they're not looking at it creatively. They're only seeing things technically, and you know all the other political nonsense with clients and such, and securities and all this business. And I'm like, we can all find a way, because it's just. I think there's too. Is there too many of us, like, in this world? Like, too many bodies? Because that's all they look to do is let's just put another body in there. Don't give a fuck about the quality. Just put another body in there, as long as they're, you know, doing it our way, then everything's okay, right? Listen, you guys know I'm the first one to fucking shit all over myself and take the piss out of myself. And this is one of those occasions where your boy's standing on the right side of history, and I'd like to be proven wrong. I'd like to be proven wrong, and maybe I will be. That'd be cool, because then I'd go, oh shit, because that's it's fine by me if I'm wrong, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go against what I believe. I wonder, am I being an entitled little fucking asshole? Like, it's a luxury to get fired because I could. Nah, I just can't. Listen, I'm not in the business. I don't know. I've started this podcast like over like a couple times. This is one of those for me, but I haven't gotten this far into it in the other ones. So I don't know if I said this, but I'd be working with a square peg and a round hole and a round hole, and trying to get that square peg into that round hole. And I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to look busy enough to do it. But it's not even that. I tried their way. I did try. I forgot I did try. I'm not an entitled piece of shit that's okay getting fired and whatever. No, I did try. And I wrote a long fucking letter. And 3 weeks later, I get a letter back. Like, what the fuck? So not only was I... It's crazy. This is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's wild. I've... When was... Well, I've lost... Yeah, I lost... Trying to remember when the last time I was like really fired. Like, been without work, but fired. Oh, wait, no, yeah. Of course. Of course. I was fired. When was it? I don't even know. Was it this year? Oh, my God. Yeah, well, that was traumatic for me. I'm sure I talked about it in some vague ways early on in this podcast run. But that was traumatic for me. This one's not so much, because at least when I was fired earlier, the one I just brought up, like, I get it. Like, I get it. Like, they had to, they had to do what they had to do, and they did it. And I can't fault them necessarily. They did it in a shit way, another shit way. People that I worked for almost a decade, man. And like, I wrote letters to them too, and got nothing back from them. Can you believe it? It's incredible. It's incredible. I gave way too much credit to the world growing up. I thought people had things in place and things were in order, and that if you did X, Y, and Z, you would get A, B, and C. And it's just not the case on any level. Everything seems to be like an inception of itself. Like I was saying this earlier, everything has like at least 5 conflicting aspects to itself, and they're all valid. I mean, it's all truth, all about one thing that you could look at in so many ways, and they're all valid. I mean, that should be taught in school. There should be like perception class and inception class and like fuck algebra. Like what? What is it? It'd be one thing if they were teaching you this stuff so that your brain worked in a certain way, or like new neural pathways opened up and shit, and I'm sure that it does, but they don't teach it in that regard. They don't teach it with that in mind. It's really just the numbers and the fucking all the shit and the fuck you go, but we don't need that shit. Um, which is odd. I wonder how the world would work if schools taught what should actually only useful, practical. Uh, well, then you go, what's useful and practical, right? You can go, well, philosophies, music, but I mean, do you kind of get like at least your core classes, right? Your core classes should set you up so that by the time you're 18, you don't feel like a loser. You don't feel like you're getting cut out into uh, this. You're like, oh no, I promised myself no metaphors. Um, when you leave high school, whatnot, do any of us feel like we have anything like solid together to as a foundation to create a life, a self-sufficient life for yourself? I don't think so. I think it's only the ones who either transcend and bust their asses, or those that had were better off in their position in life and can afford to give their children opportunities that other people don't have. Um, but it would be really rad to because I'm 42, and I can tell you, if I just took the time right now and put out a little sheet of paper, who uses paper, my notes in my phone, um, I could probably list out a nice curriculum, something that. Mm, I mean, don't even teach history, right? Because history is not even be. Oh, okay, wait. Let me not say that. That just sounds like someone who wants to do some damage to the world. Let's not teach our history. Not true. Uh, it's just you come to find there are many more aspects than the aspects that are taught in class. You find out there's more to it. All of it. I don't think for the things that should be studied deeply, uh, that should be left outside of school, maybe. And just, the, just the nuts and bolts of things get taught. Uh, ah. Oh, well, maybe I'll have time to get my teaching degree now that I'm fired. Hell of a thing. Hell of a thing. I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. The work that I had is around the neighborhood of what I like to do more than anything. And it sucks when something's taken away from you for fairly arbitrary reasons. Some are valid, but I think there are ways. Hey, it's Miami, there's always a way to do something, underneath the table. That's what we do, bro. It's South Florida, bro. We criminal, bro. Mm, mm. So, how was your day? Yeah. Did you get fired? Oh, dear Lord. And around the holidays, how can it be? How can it be? That's okay. I can afford a turkey and some mashed potatoes, and I don't think I've ever tried one of those canned fucking what the fuck cranberry things are. I don't think so. I used to drink a lot of cranberry juice because I used to. Oh, my drank. Let me tell you my drank. Ocean Spray. Cranberry, 100%. Full fruited. And then you get that Smirnoff. You get that green apple. You get that green apple Smirnoff. You put it in a cracker. And then and then what you do is you get one of those tomato sauce jars. Take off the wrapper, clean that shit out. Make sure you get the glue off the sides where the wrapper was. There's usually just a little bit, just because you don't want to have that action when you're in action. And you fill that damn thing with as much fucking ice as possible, and you throw in that vodka, and you throw in that fucking juice. And let me tell you, that green apple and the cranberry is like his future. You see into the future. Well, that shit is incredible what you got there. Oh, I can just hear that ching, 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 ching. When you just rattle it a little bit, the ching, 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 ching. That all that ice. And oh god. And it's not so well, you have the sugar from the thing. It's a shit. You'll take a couple of calories if you can see into the future, right? Right. Listen. Escúcheme. I don't know why that sounded like if I threw a Christmas tree's like branch into a fireplace, right? That like that gets a little crunchy, a little fiery, a little crunchy. Hell of a thing. Well, my calendar cleared up. Shit. See, you don't know. What do you try to make it work? Because I'm sure if I was like, hey, I think if I just give it a little time, some of the tutorial or something like that I could really put it together. And I'll be back in. I'll be back in the lineup as soon as possible. I could do that, or I can go, nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah. You done took it too far. You're trying to fix too many things that aren't broken. And that's lunacy, really, I say. Pero, am I Spanglishing? Is that what happens when I don't go for the metaphors? I kind of just go to a different language. Watch, I won't say a single Spanish word again. Listen, I don't know about you, but I'm in triple digits on Duolingo. I'll have more time to do Duolingo now won't I? 'Cause you're fired, Travis. We don't want your kind around here anymore. We're tired of paying you under wages. Under wages? You knew what I was talking about. Damn it, I was on a roll. we can't keep paying you the least amount of money that anybody could make performing the tasks that you do. We just can't do it. We must automate. Automate? Automate this problem. Which is kind of what's happening, and I get it. It's all bottom line, right? It's all bottom line. You're trying to make your bosses money, right? Right? And you get some fly by night, white boy. Because I am. Some fly by night white boy. He's pretty fly when he flies by night. Cheers to the white man. I did say cheers to the white man. I must say I did do it, but I was meaning me, so I don't know. I don't know if you can say I'm entirely racially charged. I've been racially charged with interest. Ooh. I must say that got me. That one got me. I think I have one every episode. I got a good one. Fired. You're fired. It would be nice. What would be awesome is if I turn out to be right. Just like in a big way, I think I've been having I've been winning a couple mini right battles lately. A couple things I've gone, this is what this is about. And someone's like, bullshit, and boom! Shirley Paturley, that's exactly what occurred, lead. And this time would be, it would be if I had a virtual reality episode of some weird show and I was a character. This is what I would want my virtual reality thing to feel like. My fantasy would be to be right against a department, an employer, whatever it is, to be right, to be vindicated. Where they go, fuck, why does this guy not want to do the shit they want to try to do? And we know we understand some of it, but the stuff that we could control, what? It's just too deep. It's too deep. They've gone too deep. They're entrenched. They have ways of doing things. It's interesting how things work, right? It's like you hire someone and you pay them to maximize profits for something, right? And you see that they're doing stuff, but you may not think that they're doing the right stuff or whatever. But because you paid them, because you had them here, who knows, you could have flown them in, you could have fucking anything. You're not gonna necessarily go back on hiring them, because then that reflects poorly upon you, because it's like, but there's all these stopgaps, right? It's not necessarily the CEOs, right? It's the HR department, or or just a hiring department, or whatever it is. And there's all these ways where people can admonish themselves. Oh shit, admonish. Oh shit, I think I needed that word in another episode. You tell me, Roig Rage Podcast at gmail.com. It's interesting. And that's how businesses just kind of limp along, right? Sometimes, because it could be pride, it could be loyalty, whatnot, and things suffer. And then you have someone who's just coming in free of any of those ties or whatnot, and they're looking at your department or your thing going, none of this is right. How did you ever let this? That's why they bring in these mother. Okay, yeah, I know, I know. You knew it, I didn't know it, but I'm just thinking of it right now because I have a real situation where it applies. When they bring in like the wolf, he gets rid of bodies. This wolf generates profits, and they bring somebody in who can see things fresh because they don't have any of the shit. And then the CEOs can pin it on that guy, so they can still be admonished from any responsibility. That's what I'm saying. Clearly, it's a fine cup of Jizzo. And I don't mean jizz. We can just scrape that part off the word. I didn't realize that the Snoop Dogg way of saying coffee would put me in such a precarious situation as there being once G's as it were, about. It would be cool to just be right, to go, and like, and I see my whole industry, and hey, it's easy to point out the things that are wrong. If you show somebody like your song and you go, let me know what you think, if it let me know, they're looking for that shit. I don't know if that made sense, but you get what I'm saying. Like it's and it's easy to point out what's wrong, and I don't want that to be how I'm coming off. Because I've worn every hat in this industry, and I've been in a very it's a unique role. So I can see like, oh, the director needs this. Oh, the engineer needs that. Oh, the actor needs this. Oh, the finance guy needs that. Oh, the mixer needs this. Oh, the janitor needs that. Because I've cleaned the floor, I've directed, I've knit, I've done them all. For a significant amount of time, I've dedicated my life to some of these pursuits, and I definitely don't want to be that guy that goes, "Well, if I could run it better." And it's not even. I don't want better. I just want to be able to go, "Hey, if you just do this, you'll be good." Like that's it. Like I don't know if you needed to do 20 more things to justify your job, but it only takes like 4, and you're good. Like that's my thing. I'm like I'm lazy. That's why I work so fucking hard. I work hard so I can be lazy as fuck. So all I want for the people around me is to get to the is to carve. I'm gonna say path, to carve the shortest path for the shortest distance of what they need to do and what needs to be done. Bam. That's it. That's it. But it's not like that. Nothing's perfect in this world. Except for the sky sometimes. Actually, when's the sky not perfect? Really. But you know what I'm talking about. That's about it. What else? What else is perfect? Some Grecian ruins. I don't think it's Grecian. I keep saying Grecian, but I don't think they're called Grecian. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to look it up either. Yeah, because they didn't teach me that in school. They might have. They did. They did teach me that in school. In fact, it was junior high when it was 8th grade, and I was at this school. I was like one of 3 white kids. Everybody else was like Latin and black. And I was so intimidated to be there. But everybody treated me so cool. It was so kind. They had been together since they were like in kindergarten. Here comes this white kid with probably a weird mullet based on Jean Claude Van Damme's The Hitman. Is it The Hitman? Oh, I'm gonna hate myself when I see you. It's like not The Hitman, you asshole. But you'll see it. He has kind of like a mullet, and I was convinced to cut my hair into that shape. Biggest mistake. That was starting the biggest mistake in my life was cutting my long hair at my age when it was so dope, and when I cut it, it fucking like froed up in the oh god, and it's been 30 years trying to get to the point where I can safely say that yes, I am proud of my hair, or safely look at myself and that I don't feel thoughts that I felt before when I was younger and my hair looked like fucking how do you even it's like a briar patch. I don't know. There was nothing cool about it. That's why I shaved it for so long. Uh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the school that I went to. This beautiful, wonderful lady taught us both Roman and Greek gods, and for like the last half of the class of like the year or something, it was hardcore. It was awesome, 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 awesome. None of it stayed with me, and that's the thing, right? It's to get it to stick, and there's not much. There's not much. There's only social uh, things do I remember about school. For the most part, everything else is a goddamn blur. Yeah, yeah. Um, but I wonder what. Oh, I was taking a look at the clock on the wall, and I was like, why don't I ever look at the clock when I um start one of these podcasts? And I'm always like, I don't know how long this is or whatever. I mean, I could just look at the clock on the wall. Maybe they were right to fire me. 13 episodes in, and I'm going, I should have used the clock on the wall. Why did I keep looking on the thing with the stuff? Good the fuck luck, Travis. Whew. I uh I don't know what's next. I have a little work, so that's cool. So hopefully I can scrape by. I'm definitely going to get back to something I've been working on for the last few months. Maybe not even that long, actually. I'm only about a third of the way through, but something pretty neat uh, that might bear some fruit. Fruit. Mm. Mhm. What did you do? Oh, I threw it. Don't throw it at me. I indeed had a fro as after I had that initial haircut. What was it? Not the Hitman. Jean Claude Van Damme. Hard Target. Hard Target. And I think Rosanna Arquette's in that. And I believe that's what, 91? 92. 92. I think we're 92. Anybody can check that out? That'd be awesome. But I think somewhere right in there. Um, and, oh, Jesus, yeah, I had that hair for a while. I went to see my first concert with that hair that I had. Um, my first concert was Get a Grip tour, Aerosmith. And my mom took me, and I had this long ass hair in the back and this short ass. What is it? I had more. Oh, it's business in the front, party in the back, right? That's one of my favorite things that people have created about about people. uh, business in the front, party in the back. I look like a chick, dog. I think I was called a chick once, or like a ma'am happened to me when I was at a Fourth of July deal around that same time, right? Had to be, and and I was going up to one of those kind of one of those food trucks, and they had like hurricane shutters on it, so you couldn't really necessarily see it. So I'm gonna give the whole situation the benefit of the doubt. But the person, the individual that took my money or my order or whatever, he gave a ma'am, and I'm not. I don't know if he switched. I thought he switched it, but I couldn't tell you. But that certainly has. I mean, I remember that more than I remember long division. Ugh, how dare they? Has anyone had to do have to do? God, kids with their phones and like that can do any like. I mean, mm, mm, the world is out of our hands. It truly is. I know I don't like saying truly. I think I said it at the top of the hour because it's such an essay word, which goes with the whole school theme I'm working with here too. This is a very odd episode. So, I guess these things can be like there can be an inciting event, right? Like getting fired. And then I could just kind of bling ding dong around. I kind of dig that. It's kind of cool. Um, I mean, I don't know why I'm trying to lay out a path about how to do this show. I think the show's doing all the work, Travis. You just lay back and keep flapping. Oh dear. Um, I had a thought, and then oh, I tell you. Well, they lost a all-star. That's all right. I still have other business with these people. Not as profitable because yours truly. You know, I should really take everything that's going on with me and go, okay, something else should be happening with you, Trav. I didn't know I was going to talk about myself in the third person, but we can do it. If Matthew McConaughey can do it, then none of us should do it, and he needs to calm the fuck down. If I go, Roig, Roig, I gotta tell you, the path is not what you walk, it's what you talk, and what you talk is how you make the path what you walk. And it's like, man, you're good at that, Matthew. Oh, have you heard that, man? He is good at. He's got that dude's got the gift of gab, but it's fucking annoying, isn't it? Sure, he's a nice fellow and all. Just to come back down to earth a little, and so I mean, didn't the gods? Oh, are we going there? Yeah, he's a silver screen god. He sits on a mountain of millions of followers, and he can call any show in the world, right? And be like, I'd like to be McConaughey in your show, and I'd be like, sure, and he just gets to do it. So it is a god, and it goes with the Grecian shit. What is? Let's bring it back to the Grecian shit. Matthew's had enough time in the sun. I was going to the Grecian shit because of what do we have in this world? that what is it that is kind of unaffected or whatever? Oh, is that is perfect. That is perfect, and those are some of the ruins, right? Some of the pyramids in Egypt, and there those things that's perfection, and there's nothing. Imagine imagine trying to just imagine talking something out at the bottom of a pyramid. You know, so you have a disagreement, and you're having it out or whatever, right? And then there's the pyramid like right there. I can imagine that the conversation will go a very different way. In fact, I'd definitely like to go to Egypt and see what is the conversation being had around those things. It's got to be ooh, and then ah, and then some ooh, and some ah. Definitely, a lot of ooh ah. Uh, like someone's feet is on the sand. La la ooh ah, ooh, ah, oh ah, ah, ah. I am a joke. Listen, you don't have that much left with me in life or in this show. Well, no, this episode. I'll be closing this episode up in a few minutes. Sew it up. Sew it up. Travis, do you think this is what you should? Do you ever hold your cup? Yeah, I'm holding my coffee cup like with two hands, like a chalice. Something they used back in the Grecian times, the Roman times, and the pyramid times. Everything was two hands, two hands. Oh. I know I'm ripping off some. I don't want to give her. Okay. Yeah, I was ripping off somebody's. Somebody has a sketch on TV on the old tube about having both hands around the. But it's not how I did it. It's a different. It's the same concept, but it's not the same execution. I'm not gonna lie. Taking on that voice right now was a little soothing. I know. Well, looks like when one gets fired, a new life is expired. I don't know. Those words just meant nothing. And what else means nothing is. I'm going to be honest with you. I might have to hear from them again. And. Because I kind of went pretty gracefully. And that can be a little odd, right? When someone doesn't react necessarily in the way that you have in mind, you're like, you go, yeah, what? They were, oh, that's odd. There's a calm about him, sort of silence, and I didn't go like, no, you motherfuckers. But what was I saying? Yeah. So they might be. Well, let's figure out a way, and maybe. I don't think they are. They're set in their ways. It's happening regardless. What is cool that is if I get more jobs that aren't that one, so I can make up for the money that I was making doing that one. It's cool that I can like see them and see their faces. Be like, what's up? What's up? What you got? What you got? Oh, that's that thing, right? Yeah. Cool. That's going good. Good. That's cool. Yeah, nah. What? Nah. Oh, no, I don't have any time. I I gotta go make a shit ton more money than what y'all making here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but it's good. It's good. It's good for my maturity to see people that I disagree with. And to be friends with people I like really just like I hear these things, but they really for me nothing's penetrated. Hey now, the way that uh, things are these days. Like being friends with people. I'm like, I don't like that you do that, or you do that, or you do that and that and that. But we're still gonna hang out because I like you're. I mean, you're cool. You're talented, smart, and you have like all these other attributes that even though, I mean, then what is that? Bring it back to you, Travis. Uh, that maybe I was supposed to, like, wasn't maybe I was supposed to be, but that I've been so close-minded, thinking the whole time that I had that because I knew things that I thought I was smarter. Oh shit, let's talk about it. Because we're not going to unpack it. Because we don't unpack things on the show. We don't like that expression. Nobody unpacks a thing here. But I knew a lot of shit growing up. A lot of shit. I know a lot of shit still. And I keep gathering more shit. Just shit. But it certainly hasn't made me any smarter than the experiences I have been in the last 5 years. I say it that I've been with my wife for 6 years now, and that's crazy. Oh my God. If you started at the top of the number one in my mind and then jumped up, or no, you kind of jumped down in your memory, right? We think from like the present back, maybe? I don't know. Like just normally we're in the present. So when we start thinking well, it can't be the future. We have no memories of the future yet. This is getting time warpy, and that can only cause narrative trouble. Pero, uh, yeah, if you jump down from the 1 to the 6, that's a lot of years, but it's true because my baby, she got me out of my bed's edge and took me outside for a while. But she done did it. She done did it. She grabbed this dude by the hand and dragged him the fuck out the front door. So it only makes sense that the experiences that I've had in the last, few years are shit. In the last few weeks, I mean, really, I guess this is a good thing. It just sped up the process of something, right? Because I wasn't gonna have this job forever, was I? Was I? Did I want the job forever? Excuse me. Did I want the job forever? It's a toasty gig, You don't get paid a lot, but it's a toasty gig. I can do it from home. Why am I talking like this? I don't know what happened. Um, but it was from home. It's working with what I love, which is words. But I guess things needed to be sped up a little bit more so I can get to the next thing, because maybe I wouldn't have quit myself. I would have stuck with it, and turned into whatever that is. Right? I mean, it certainly has freed me up. Like I'm seeing, it freed me up to do this podcast. Isn't that crazy? That's something. That's an automatic result from this occurring. And I just want to like hang out with y'all. kind of wish this was live. Because like yeah, what am I gonna go like smoke some weed or something and just watch something on TV, the same shit that I watched a zillion times because I'm in fucking sane. Or float around in my phone, um, wait for a reply, a response email from the people who just let me go. That because I don't know. We'll see. I don't. I don't. It's odd because I don't mind confrontation, but I do have an anticipatory uh, issue. Like I have like if but it depends because I also like a pleasure delay too, which is interesting. There are all kinds of things. Hey, what did I say in the beginning, right? We're all like at least five things. We're all an inception of ourselves. Well, that everything is. That from the guitar case standing against the wall there to the speed bump outside my house. Like everything has about five different ways. I'm gonna go five because that's like some cult leader shit. So you gotta you gotta start with the program, right? So I'm gonna go five. There's five conflicting elements that compose any object. Uh, that is well, not the pyramids or the Grecian ruins, if I can say Grecian. Oh God! I just packed a little bit of a little new, just a little bit of new. I just packed a little. Give me. Well, you turn into a drug addict when you're fired, Travis. Man, son of a bitch. Lost another one. Well, what's really cool about what I find cool about doing this podcast is the next time I do it, circumstances are either gonna no, they're just gonna be different. Cause we really are different every day. So you have an infinite amount of things to pull from on any given day, and it's always something different, isn't it? It really is. Um, Oof, yeah, my phone's lighting up. Uh, the missus at a comedy stop up north from here, which I would have gone to, but I was doing my work for the people that fucking fired me. Can you believe it? Ugh. Progress waits for no man, and I'm a fucking dinosaur, apparently. So can I do dinosaur things? Like, there's still dinosaur shit to do, right? The world isn't so full of new developer motherfuckers. You know what's interesting is even the town that I'm in right now is going to be developed. Like there's nothing wrong with where I live. It is exactly how you want it. But they're gonna just start ripping it up and start throwing fucking things all over the place for no goddamn reason other than in the name of progress. So I guess you know what? That's what this is. I am a victim of progress. I like to say I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor of progress. There's no victimization here. I am, I serve, I am a survivor of progress. That's pretty hilarious. um, uh, I, uh, mm. I have a feeling that we done did a good show together. This one. I'm so happy that I have this. Uh, I can't believe I've done it this long. Even though, yeah, it's 13 episodes, but it's like that's like an hour. I mean, like, it's uh, uh, really. I'm doing it too soon. Okay, I'm glad. I mean, yeah, I did have an anniversary episode, my 10th episode. I didn't wait for the 10th year. I went with the 10th episode. Oh my, is my phone lighting the foot up? I will actually wait. I don't know. Oh wait, yes, I do. We did it together. That's right. I'm looking at the clock. It says 8:46, 8:47. And when I started this podcast, I was saying it's 15 till 8. Isn't that something? Oh. Well, I'm going to go nuke McAfee. Matthew McAfee. McCaffney. I'm going to nuke that coffee. I'm going to hit the rest of that bowl. I'm going to answer my shit. I got to, I got to see what the fuck's going on with my phone. Like, who's hitting me up and all that shit. Wish me the fucking luck. And, I don't know. I'll see you in a sec. Thanks for listening. Roig Rage.